Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a super exciting video. I've been waiting weeks and weeks to be able to film for you guys. I'm going to be planting up all of my containers with these beautiful Proven Winners annuals. This year I saved a lot of my gardening budget for the year to go all out with my containers that I put in front of the garage and on my porch. So I'm super excited. They are already looking beautiful. I already have some of them placed in the containers on the porch, and then we have the garage, the ones that are flanking my garage doors, all right here, that we are going to plant up. I also have some dahlias that I'm going to use as the centerpiece along with the euphorbia. As I said, I've been waiting weeks to film this because, for one, my phone is out of memory, so I'm using my husband's phone today. Also, I've been waiting until I'm a little more presentable to do this video. I've been planting all day and digging in the garden, and I'm hot and sweaty and messy and dirty, but that's how it is gardening here in southern Indiana. It's humid, and so we're just gonna show you real life today. But I hope that you will come along with me and let me show you what I'm planting, and then join me to get them planted. So here are the varieties I chose for my containers that I have flanking my garage doors. I usually plant Super Tunia bubblegum and other things, and every year the plants the Super Tunia bubblegum just take over everything else in the container. So this year I opted for Bermuda Beach, which is not as vigorous as the bubblegum, but it's still very vigorous, as you can see. Look at this little 4-inch container here. And the limoncello, which I heard limoncello is almost like a vista, so I'm hoping that it doesn't choke out the Bermuda Beach. And I actually like the color of the Bermuda Beach a little bit more than the color of the bubblegum. It's a little bit more of like a tropical looking pink. And then I have one alyssum for the center, and then I'm trying out this euphorbia for the first time. I've never been able to get my hands on the Proven Winners euphorbia before, and this is the Diamond Snow variety. This one, I believe this is the one that looks a little bit more compact. There's one that's a little more like airy, and one more compact and more like a big ball of white blooms. I may have it backwards on that. But I'm just loving the yellow and the pink, and I think that they're going to look great in these white containers. For the centerpiece, I'm going to do a Wizard of Oz in the center, and then I have two Kelsey Annie Joy dahlias that I'm going to use for the two on the outer edges. And I think that it's going to blend the pink and yellow of the Super Tunias just beautifully. I will pop up a picture of what that looks like. It's got the pink and the lemon, so I think it's going to be just perfect. And then now let's come up here to the porch area, and I will show you what I have planned for those containers. I am pulling a Laura for these containers this year, and I am so over the moon excited about it. You can see it's already gorgeous. I love all of the different textures and foliage colors. We've got the dark green and that almost white bluish green, and then the lime green of the sweet potato vine, and then this is a white and green variegated grass. This is the Skyrocket Pennisetum. It's not the Proven Winners brand, so I'm not sure if it's going to be as vigorous. It got a little dried up because when I had to go to work, I didn't have time to water everything, and I asked my husband to do it as soon as he got home, and he didn't. He waited until after he cut the grass that day, so might have to trim a little bit of that out. But I just cannot wait until this grows in, and you'll have the... Well, first, let me just stop and go over everything in the container, because you may be new to container gardening or new to gardening in general. So first, let me go over all of the varieties that I'm going to be planting in this container. So here we have the Silver Falls Dichondra, and this is going to obviously, fall and be more of a spiller. In the container gardening world, you have a filler, a spiller, and a thriller. So your thriller is kind of your big, tall centerpiece. Then you have a filler, which is going to just fill the container up and sometimes like mound. And then your spiller is going to be something that drapes across the front. We have the alyssum here. This variety is not proven winners either. This is called Lavender Stream, also called Lobularia. And then I have some white sweet alyssum. And then this is the first time that I'm going to be trying the Super Bells in with Super Tunias. Laura from Garden Answer, if you don't know, she's very popular when it comes to gardening period, but especially packing full containers, and she's partnered with Proven Winners, which I would love to be able to be partnered with them one day. But she usually doesn't have luck doing Super Bells with Super Tunias, and I haven't tried it either. So this is going to be the first time I tried it. This is going to be the first time I am trying it as well. The Super Bells that I have here is Blue Moon Punch, and I just love that dark throat with the lighter outer edges, with the white alyssum, the Lavender Stream alyssum, and then the Royal Velvet Super Tunia. One little warning though, if you are going to pack containers out like this, be prepared to water them on a daily basis, maybe even twice a day. In the area that I'm in right now, it gets hit with morning sun when it comes up right there, and then it goes kind of behind my house, and then as you can see in the afternoon it sets behind us. So it gets morning sun and afternoon sun, so I think it will get plenty of sun, and I'm hoping that it doesn't get too much to where it's just a maintenance nightmare. As far as these containers that are flanking the garage, they get the same thing. They get the morning sun and they get the afternoon sun. However, they don't get the afternoon sun as much as those containers on the porch do. One more thing before we start planting the containers, I just wanted to say I am going to be adding in Biotone starter fertilizer. This stuff is more expensive than most fertilizers out there, but it is so worth it, you all. I wish I would have took the plunge and purchased it long ago. I've been using it the last couple years, and it is so worth every penny. And all I am doing, I already have these filled with soil. Every year I usually don't replace all the soil, but I would take out about half of it, and instead of just adding new soil in the top half, I usually will put it in the wheelbarrow or something, and I will mix it all together and then put it back, just because I don't want that bottom, half to get like too compacted, and I want to make sure there's not like too many roots down there and things like that. I haven't added the fertilizer yet though, so we will do that and then we will start planting. I'm so excited.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I want to do.
Alright guys, so here is what they look like after. I cannot wait to see what these look like just in like a month. I promise you, you will not believe that I only put one of each color Super Tunia in here. Here is a close-up. This will get a lot taller, of course, and then the dahlia will get even taller than the euphorbia. The euphorbia's max height is about 18 inches, and the dahlia in the ground, I think it said up to 36 inches. I'll put it on the screen if I'm remembering incorrectly, but usually in containers they don't get quite as tall as they would in the ground anyways. Alright guys, I've made an absolute mess, but they are finished. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what these look like. I've been wanting to do this color scheme for a while now, and I think it's really gonna look good with these black containers. Here is what the other one looks like. I cannot wait to show you this in just another month or so. I hope they get enough sun rather on the porch, but we will just have to stay tuned to see how they do. Speaking of the porch, I had a million containers like this of things that did not overwinter very well, that I just have this left and it was covering like the entire porch. I also got this little container. It's got lemongrass and lemon balm in it. And the next video is going to be planting up my green stalk. I did go ahead and grow in a couple things that really needed planted, but I got this all ready for being planted and the green stalk ready. And so make sure you stay tuned for that. That's not what is going in these. I just set them there for now. And while I'm here, I'll go ahead and give you a quick look at this flower bed. It's finally starting to fill in. Instead of being primarily annuals, it's starting to fill in with perennials and shrubs now. Alright, so my husband is ready for bed, so I'm going to get inside with the kids now, and I will wait probably till the morning to clean up my mess, if I'm being honest. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next one. Bye guys.